So you want to become successful, but the very first hour of your day you spend on your phone and you're scrolling on TikTok. If that is you, then you start your day with 0-1 behind. Or maybe you're one of those self-help persons who wakes up at 5 or 6 a.m. and you start your day with a 20-step morning routine before you can actually do the work that will actually make an impact on the things that you do want to accomplish in life. And none of those 20 will actually help you accomplish that success that you're searching for right now. So in today's video, I'm going to reveal the simple 4 productivity hacks that you need to actually succeed at this part of your life. And I do want you to know that I've literally tried everything that you can imagine. Whatever morning routine that pops up for you right now, and maybe you have tried yourself. I've tried it all in the past 5 years, and I can genuinely tell you what has worked and what did not work for me. Do what you want with it. I'm just going to share what has helped me to see the successes as soon as I start my day. First productivity hack is forward thinking and backwards planning. This is something that I've learned 2 years ago from Nick Bare. I once saw a podcast where someone, his name is Nick Bare, was talking about forward thinking and backwards planning, what actually helped him in his very packed schedule to accomplish more in his day. I, right now, and it might also be for you, have a complete stacked calendar every single day. And I used to also have that when I was like 3-4 years behind where I'm right now in my entrepreneurial journey. But the thing is, I right now can accomplish way more as I know exactly what to expect and what might occur in a specific day to then auto-regulate and be flexible on the things that I can do and maybe can change around in order to get more out of my day. And by forward thinking and backwards planning, you're always aware, conscious and proactive on the things that might happen in the future. So if you have a complete day or maybe even a week, let's say scheduled in advance, what I always like to do myself, I'm always able to adapt and also, let's say, just change the situation when things, might happen in the day. When things out of my control might take over a situation which I could not have thought of before. But if you are very proactive on the things that you consider to, let's say, take place in a specific day or week, and you schedule your calendar in a way that you can do all the things which are necessary to do, 5 things where I focus on every single day, which I will get into in the next few steps, then you're able to accomplish way more and still feel fulfilled while maybe not have achieved everything in the day that you actually wanted, but you're still basically able to accomplish way more than when you don't forward think and backwards plan. Because if you might have a kid right now, as an example, and you're actually going to have a very, very packed calendar for the upcoming 1 to 2 years, then with forward thinking and backwards planning, you can still be the father or mother for your kid while also being able to accomplish the things that you do want to accomplish besides being that father or mother by being flexible and basically being proactive towards the things that might occur on your path, on your day, on your weekly or maybe even monthly schedule. So with audio regulation, you can then regulate the things by understanding, okay, I can replace right now one job that I have on the next day scheduled by doing that today, which is maybe less effort. So you can do the thing that is more in effort than the day or maybe 2 days after. So you're still able to accomplish as much in a week while being flexible and just, let's say, going inside like an roller coaster maybe in the week, right? But you're still able to accomplish as much. And if you understand that always things occur and your schedule will never be able to go the way how you like, as most of you guys know, then you're still able to accomplish way more and adapt in situations when it basically is needed. The second productivity hack that has helped me over the past 5 years is by actually removing my phone from the room where I'm sleeping in. Until at least, let's say, 2 hours after I wake up, I don't touch it. I used to always have it as my alarm clock. Maybe the same is true for you right now. But the solution is super simple. You just buy an alarm clock that is super vintage. You cannot do anything with it, no fancy stuff in it, and you will just click on the stop button because the most annoying sounds will get you out of bed, and you most likely want to even put that alarm clock at the other side of the room, so you need to stand up in order to get that annoying sound basically being removed. So while doing that, you will also have time to actually quality think, and this is something that has helped me a lot over the past years, because when I was clicking my phone in the morning, or I was distracted from the beginning with Instagram or whatever it is right now with TikTok, you don't have time to actually think with quality thoughts that you might have in the beginning. Because in the very first thing in the morning, if you just have time to think with the thoughts that you have in your head, or you can set clear intentions for the day on what you would like to accomplish or what you would like to do for that day, then you can actually use the right thoughts with the right basically things that might pop up in your mind to guide that in the right direction that might serve you, and let's say not distract you with the first thing that you do in the morning. That time to actually quality think, to basically reorganize if I haven't planned my day ahead and just prepared myself not that well as I would like to have, then I can still basically guide myself in the right direction by understanding without any distractions, with no phone, on what I would like to do in that specific day to still make it a success. And without a phone, you can actually control your thoughts, right? You can control yourself, and eventually you can control your most valuable asset, which is your time. And if you can get more done in less, basically time, then you have more time to do the things that you maybe want to do on the side. And that is also why I do, let's say, focus on 5 tasks that I would really like to accomplish in a specific day, which I will elaborate on in a bit, to get more done, to be very conscious of the things that I will work on today, and besides that also be able to enjoy the time that I would like to maybe have with maybe my family or with friends or whoever that might be for you. Only if you need to use your phone, use it for work after maybe an hour. But if you have 3 to 4 hours of screen time in the morning and you're not doing anything, let's say, positive with it, or you're not making any money with it, let's say, if it's not your work, then you actually have a serious problem. And then these tips, this productivity hack, can actually help you by just putting your phone in another room, buying your alarm clock, and follow the rest that I just talked about to be able to control and eventually also measure how much time you will have left. And the next productivity hack is by creating an easy to follow morning routine. Okay, you don't need that 20 fancy step morning routine in order to start your day. 3-step morning routines, that's basically what works for me right now. And I always start my day with gratitude for a new day and the opportunities that come my way today. I am basically very grateful for the things that I've accomplished in the past week, and even things that have not gone that well, that I would like to become better at today. Moving my body, that's the second thing. By either going outside and going for a 20-minute walk while setting my intentions for that day, letting, let's say, my blood flow, and maybe by just some exercise, whatever works for you. And 3 is grab a black coffee and get to work, because the work is actually something that will allow you to get the results that you want, and not by doing all that other 20 steps that will just waste your time. And the last hack, like I said, is something that I got from Bedros Keuilian, which is creating not more and not less than 5 tasks that I would like to accomplish for that day in order to make it a success. And these things doesn't need to be always like life-changing, right? Stick to just 5 and have time for yourself and family once done. Because if you're just gonna completely stack up your calendar every single day until you're completely burnt out, you will never be able to also appreciate the things that you have besides the tasks that you will schedule for yourself. And you will just come like a junkie that completely kicks on, just clicking boxes by actually getting tasks done, right? With a to-do list. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you have set clear intention for yourself that you want to accomplish 5 things today that resonate with maybe your weekly goal or maybe your monthly or quarterly goal, and you accomplish that thing, which can be as simple as having a call with maybe a team that you have, with someone who can then execute on a specific task that will also help your company move forward to achieve that success for the week, month, or quarter. It can be super simple. It doesn't need to be always like the biggest tasks that you need 3, 4, 5 days for in order to accomplish it and get it done. Once you are done with that task, don't stack up your calendar. This is something I used to do always, okay? But if you then respect your time, and by time you will see that maybe in a month you have not accomplished maybe 5 very big tasks, but 5 times 30, which is, let's say, 150 small tasks, which will actually outscale the 5 big tasks that you could have otherwise done, right? That will actually make that compound effect work, where you will get more done with maybe less time by actually doing jobs and things that does matter to you in your life. And it can be on every single level. That can be on personal level, it can be on fitness level, it can be on business level. But don't schedule your entire calendar completely up until you get completely wasted. Of course, you have times that you need to work more than other days. But if you can respect your time afterwards, you will get more done, because by time you will not work that productive as you would like. So with that being said, this was basically the last productivity hack that has helped me a lot during my journey. So ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I've tried so much stuff, especially in my early days when I was beginning as an entrepreneur, when I was still working in the cookie factory. I saw so many things that I thought of, I'm going to implement that because I think that's actually going to help me succeed. Eventually, it did not do any good. And this is just me being honest on what has worked for me and what has done the total opposite over the last 5 years. I hope it was basically useful for yourself, and maybe you also might know someone who might need to see this as well. Anyways, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.